So last video I said how we were back on that theogony bandwagon, and I mentioned how Gaia had 3 children at first. Bit of a mistake on my part there. I kind of misunderstood the text ever so slightly. Now let me explain. Gaia had Uranus, the Ourea, and Pontus, and I understood this as one god of the sky, one god of the mountains, and one god of the sea. Not so. The Ourea are actually a group of 10 gods, each representing a different mountain. So that's my B. I apologise. The Ourea were gods of the mountains, and they weren't really anything other than that. They were never really personified in any way, except from sometimes in classical art they might have had a bearded face poking out the side of a mountain. But besides that, these gods were rarely seen personified, with a few exceptions. Even the shrines built on top of the mountains that these gods represented weren't dedicated to the mountains, but to other gods. Shafted, if you ask me. So let's rattle through these gods. Aetna, the god of Mount Etna, home of Hephaestus' forge and the prison of Typhon. Athos, the god of Mount Athos, said to be the place where the giant Athos is buried. That's confusing, there's 3 Athoses there. Helicon, the god of Mount Helicon, home of the 9 muses. Kithyron, the god of Mount Kithyron, said to be sacred to the god Dionysus. The scene of the slaying of the lion of Kithyron by Heracles. This is one of the few mountains that is actually personified. Surrounding villages believed Kithyron to be their king. Kithyron had many stories surrounding him, including stories where he would have song contests against other Ourea. Nisos, the god of Mount Nisos, the birthplace of Dionysus. Nisus is said to have raised Dionysus, and Nisus' location is unknown, though people have guessed it's anywhere from Greece to Africa to India. Olympus I, the god of Mount Olympus, home of the Olympians. There's so many stories about this mountain it deserves its own video. Olympus II, the god of Mount Uladag, father of a satyr said to rival even Apollo in his musical ability. Oreaios, the god of Mount Othrys, birthplace of the Olympians and home and base of the Titans. Oreaios was the father of the Hamadryads. Parnes, the god of Mount Parnitha, sacred to Zeus. Tmolus, the god of Mount Tmolus. Tmolus is said to have judged a contest to determine the better musician between Pan and Apollo. He judged Apollo to be the victor. I don't like Apollo. And that is the Ourea, primordial mountain gods. Remember, if you like this video, remember to like, comment and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications and follow my socials in the description. In the description with my socials is my subreddit. My TIL vids is down there too if you're on YouTube, or YouTube if you're finding this on TIL. And as always, I will see you next week, babies.